Yeah, single barrel Stromberg onto a double barrel Weberport.
So I'm not convinced that's the best idea.
Well, I'm sure it was the best idea at the time. Quite
Anyway,
a few
that can go and sit somewhere else now.
In the bin.
No, just sitting over there. I might need some parts off that.
Yeah, so this is what we're replacing it with.
Stuff here.
Yeah, sexy stuff though. Clever shots of my head.
I got some nice, streaming of your hair, like looking through a waterfall.
Oh.
Tell you what, Alex, if you want a treat, film him when he's on the tractor in the wind, going across a paddock with his hair blowing behind his head.
Wafting away.
Slow-mo it.
I've got something like that already.
Problem is, I don't want the chicks to know where I live, because they just wouldn't leave me alone. I generally don't think I'm an angry person until I start working on things.
My shit ute's better than your shit ute.
I disagree. I think this is, well, to be fair, this probably has the biggest amount of shit in it. So, by proxy, it should win.
For the record, that's not my shit ute, that's my good one.
I'd say those radiator hoses are pretty far gone. I'd say there's probably just a micro leak somewhere.
Micro machines. They're gonna take you anywhere you wanna go. You wouldn't have seen that, Alex. It's probably before your time.
Most things were.
Most good things were.
For the love of all things holy, get out of my way.
No. No.
So weird. Do you just want to jump in the car, Christopher? I'm actually going to point that down in there.
Oh, okay.
Nothing. Yeah, try it again. Here we go. I think we're starting to get some. Just pump the throttle a bit as you go. Yeah, but I need to make sure there's fuel coming out. Keep going. Pump it. Yep, we're good. It's disgusting though. The colour's terrible. Well, I actually can't get that to wind up that well.
To be fair, the chances are it's going to hang out this point.
Well, it will. It definitely will, but I can put my finger on that.
Oh, okay. That seems legit.
Go for it. Okay. Try now. Okay, we've got a full fuel bowl. It's a good start. So I think the accelerator linkage is probably a bit long, but that doesn't mean we can't try and start the car with this carb on it. I think that's a very good point. I actually don't need to put that on now if we
Just fang it by hand.
That's not original either, obviously.
No.
So we're probably going to have to replace the throttle linkage at some point.
To be fair, we probably have to replace the whole engine at some point.
Yeah. But we won't worry about that because we can just control it by hand. When we're trying to start it, it's more a case of just getting this to work.
It does impinge the potential burnouts though.
Yeah, but
unless someone wants to
I don't think anyone needs to see a burnout from this.
I do.
It's going to be the most disappointing thing you'll experience in a long time. And that's saying something.
Wow.
Changing the oil. No, the oil looks good. Well, let me clarify, it doesn't look good, but it looks like it hasn't got water in it.
So what's the difference between this time and the last time we managed to, you know, fire it for a couple of seconds?
We were running ether into it, which has a higher octane, so it's much easier, it catches fire easier, because it's already a gas pretty much as it enters the chamber.
So you'd assume then that there is a spark, but
There is
maybe,
a spark,
is it
but
just a weaker one?
It
Or?
could be a weak one. So really we're just going to rule it out by checking the spark plugs. They might need a bit of a clean. It looks like this engine may be burning a bit of oil, as you can see. So we'll just clean the spark plugs, and if we can get a consistent spark from each of them, we'll give it another crack. Yeah, look at that.
Sexy stuff.
Okay. I mean, it still won't run, but...
There's also fuel pouring out the bottom there.
Out of the carb.
I don't know if that was...
Oh, no, I think that's just overflow. I won't worry about that at the moment.
Okay, next step.
Next step. Do
Sure.
we have spark? Have a look down in here, Alex, under the spark plugs. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
I
Vaguely
think
familiar.
we can clean that up.
Ooh.
That's good. No, it's not just one turd. They're all going to fall into the cylinder if they pull this out. But
I don't
that's too
care.
bad. That's too bad. Gee, how tight was it in there?
It's all the turds, Michael.
Must be.
Who needs Loctite when you have turd tight?
Turd Henge.
Mm.
Rest. We've got the domestic vacuum gauge around somewhere.
Oh yeah, it hasn't been thrown away yet, thank God.
We can use that. A lot more corroded than they should be. They're your contact points. And they
Oh
look great.
wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
So bit WD-40 and they're a tiny file or
I
a...
think we've got a nail file from that somewhere.
I'll tell you what, that'd do it, if you can find one.
Bit of a tea bag here.
A tea bag.
Mm.
I think that is probably as good as that's going to get, to be honest. With the emery pad technique.
Okay, go again. Yeah, why not? It's wanting to go.
It just died by itself.
Oh, it died when I dropped the.
Okay, so
dropped
if you just held the...
yeah, but I want to fix that first. 'Cause that's really annoying.
Yeah.
Really annoying. I think it's that one. Yeah, that one seems okay. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, okay. Let's tighten him up.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, stop! There's another fuel overflow by the look of it. Or it's full of water. No! This is cooling system.
Ah,
cooling system water.
that would make sense. Okay.
Ah.
Because there was...
Because that was, remember that was blanked off there?
Yeah.
And that's where we're losing that from. The heater ones are those big guys there.
Just that?
This would have been to cool the manifold. Remember there being anything there.
I couldn't see anything.
Let's just grab a bolt and block that for now.
Mm-hmm.
So you can just chuck a bolt in there. You got anything around that size sitting around? Even that spark plug might do for now.
Okay, you ready?
Yep. It's alright, we're just a bit rich. Try it again.
It's slightly terrifying. So do you actually want to drive it? Yeah. Hold on.
Adjust the oil.
No, that's as low as we can go at the moment.
Did you,
So yeah, talk us through what you did.
I hooked up the cable.
Yeah.
I jerry-rigged it so we could actually attach it.
Yeah.
I have wound it all the way out at the moment. We can probably go in a little bit, but we're going to get a bit of heat into it first.
Yeah.
I suggest we get a bit of water in here.
Yeah.
Close it off. Try and get a bit more heat into it. We've certainly got heat into the engine now.
What about that
Which is
return
good.
over there into the manifold? The coolant.
Yeah, well that'll pop off eventually. So we just need to probably find another bolt for there. Go for a drive in it. Now we've dropped that idle down a bit. See if it's going to travel okay.
It should do.
It starts and stops now.
Yeah, no. It's like 1,000 times better than it was before.
1,000 times better than anything else you own.
Oh. I'm an old man. So we go.
Must be getting stuck. Oh no, you're just holding it up.
No, it was getting stuck, so I just pulled it off with my foot.
That's right.
Just minding the gold miner vehicles.
Yep. Oh yeah. It's pretty useful to have a paddock to test your cars in and park them in.
Well, test your suspension at least.
This throttle. I'm slowing down by pulling the throttle out of the back of my foot. Have a look. Just coast in, apply some brakes. Brakes. Yeah, it's going okay. Have to slow it down because it's the throttle's getting jammed, so I'm just pulling it out with the front of my foot.
Yep. Might need to look at the return spring on the
I don't even think it has one.
on the carby itself.
Oh yeah, not on the actual linkage there.
Cool.
Okay. I will call this a success. Also the fact that battery's fanging around.
Well, we didn't tie it down, so that's pretty much expected, isn't it? Okay, well I've got an air filter that'll fit on there,
Nice.
but
It's getting hot.
we need to bag it up and clean it before we do anything else to it, really.
We also need to look into sorting out.
Yeah, that needs to be sorted.
Yeah.
So we probably just need a bigger chunk of stuff.
Over there. It's bubbling out there like a geyser.
Yeah, you can see the
Yeah,
the
got
hole.
a shot of that.
And that's where this is meant to go. This fantastic arrangement here, which is part of the cooling system, is meant to go in there and help cool the manifold, but there's nothing there to check the carb, so we didn't check it.
Success.
Success.
That's wicked.
Success.